Take Key, fuck these niggas up.
Yeah, I'm with whatever you with. See, I'm from the town and we run the city. We be as real as it get. These niggas be clowns over these hoes. That shit don't be making no sense. I just put some cues on my wrist. So I'm fair, I be paying with your bitch. Hey, we have emotion.
Hey, yo, what do you know? Look, it's your boy Beezy, and we back with another video. And look, I ain't forget about y'all. I ain't been neglecting y'all. I actually had issues getting a video to upload because of copyright strikes. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to make a strong pivot, okay? If you didn't know, and if you already checked and saw on the channel, I am about to expand the channel a bit, and I might drop a few gaming videos here and there. You know, I did a little poll over on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, there's really no excuse for it. You really should already be following me. But I did a poll, asking people, you know, since I had a little bit more free time on my hands, should I start doing other little things? And it was like, yeah, you should start gaming, and, you know, we'll do a little gaming series. So, all right, cool. We're gonna try a gaming series, but we'll see. I don't do horror, so don't suggest no horror. I don't do horror games. I don't do horror in general. But anyways, we are back, and we are entering some of our favorite places. Well, not really our favorite place, but here on the internet, our favorite place. We are going into the courtroom, and we are back with the Cutlers for today's episode. It seems like it's going to be a good one.
It's Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Rouser versus Middleton. You all have been dating almost a year.
Yeah.
And you worked together at one time,
Hey, y'all, how
but
y'all
you are
doing?
now bringing your
Also, I forgot to ask
girlfriend
y'all,
to
how y'all
this
doing?
court because you believe she's cheating. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. I know for a fact that she cheating. So.
Tell me the warning signs that you've seen that indicate she's
Yeah.
cheating.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, I know she cheating on me. Like, I mean, things are not consistent anymore. She's not doing the things that she used to do. Staying out late at night, not answering the phone.
And
It's
he's a
like,
DJ.
okay, well, where are you at? You know, if
27.
any other time, if we go
Hold on, you know we got to run that back. He is a DJ. He's 27. He's from Georgia. Okay.
out late at night, not answering the phone, it's like, okay, well, where are you at? You know, if any other time, if we go home together, why are you not, you know, answering the phone when I call you?
Okay, but we're both young, working. We're not married. I don't understand why I
she's
have
a
to have a
bartender.
timestamp when
Okay.
I'm coming and going. I don't
And she's
understand
27.
why that's become the basis of why you feel like I'm cheating on you.
I mean, you're right, but don't do that in the beginning and then stop doing that. That doesn't make any sense. It's not even a year. That don't
Okay,
make
because
sense.
you've been the same
And
person from day one, right?
Well, Mr. Rouser, staying out late, not answering the phone.
Yeah.
What else is she doing to make you think she's cheating?
I found out that she's spending time with other people. You know, we worked in the same place, and it's this new guy that came to our job and stuff. And all of a sudden, you taking breaks with him, and you hanging out with him, going out to eat. You going to the same places that we go out to eat. Don't show nobody something that I showed you.
Okay,
like,
but-
don't do that. Like that's corny. Like, don't show nobody that. And
In y'all's opinion, is that like the ultimate betrayal? Like, you put somebody on to something, and then they start taking other people to that thing that you put them on with? Like, that's like a big form of betrayal, for real, for real. Like, that's like, oh my gosh, like, why do that? Because then now you ruin that spot for me, because the last thing I need to do is go to that spot and seeing you pull up to that spot with this person. Now I'm gonna be ready to catch a case. Like dang.
And then I'm on break, I go downstairs, and y'all sitting in the car, ha-ha, kikiing. Like, what is y'all talking about in the
Okay,
car?
well, just
So you got
pause.
all these warning signs that
Oh,
are just
wow.
making you think that she's cheating on you.
Yeah.
I love Jay very much, but you want more consistency from me and more commitment from me, then we need to talk about a more serious relationship. We've always had other friends, and I've never pressed you about who you hang out with and what you do, especially when we work together. I get to see you flirting with girls coming and requesting songs in your DJ booth and all that. That's not necessary, but I never give you a hard time about that.
And what I'm hearing is this. You are saying, we're not married. I should have friends. But I think the difference is you seem to have zoned in on one person, and you're spending what he believes is his time with that person. Now, I'm not saying you are. I'm just telling you what I heard.
Right, you hear his insecurities,
Okay,
correct.
well, I didn't say that. All I heard was, and then what I hear you saying to him is, okay, if you want to take it to the next level, why are we moving there?
I don't hear him saying anything about, you know, like, good things. I know I've been a great girlfriend to you, but you just stress on the things that are like red flags. Oh, she's out with somebody else, so my girl's cheating on me.
But
Well,
What's our-
Miss Middleton,
Because-
Mr. Rouser,
Wait. Because I mean, they're around the same age that I am right now. I'm 28. Because that's just no. Because I mean, think about it. Put yourself in the same shoes. Would you not be thinking I'm doing the same thing if I'm not answering my phone? I'm staying out late. I'm doing this, that, and the third. Yeah, I get that he might be flirting with other girls as a DJ as they come to the booth requesting songs, whatever it may be. And sometimes it is just an act because you got to put on face. You got to create your following. You got to create, your group and the people. You got to create that vibe with those people so that way they'll continue to come to the sets and then you can get more and more and more. But it sounds like they haven't had a boundary talk at all. And it's also what they're doing right now is one of the hardest things to do is to tell your significant other where they may be lacking or where you feel like there's some disconnect in some things in your relationship. That's a hard conversation to have and to do. But I mean, if you're able to do it and get past it, then it ain't nothing but sunshines and rainbows from there.
What are the good things? How was it when you first met?
We do have good times. I mean, our chemistry is great. Like, we go out, we try different restaurants together. We go and find
But they're his restaurants if we go together, so.
But
Come on, Miss
but
Middleton.
that's the
Wait.
Why you gotta do that, though?
Now you're being picky, Miss Middleton.
Right.
He's taking you out to restaurants where they're his
And
restaurants.
she's
Petty
shocked that he
only.
said that.
And y'all can't even agree on the good times. There were good times, weren't there?
Yes.
Okay, so you admit there were good times.
And she smiled, so it's
Yeah,
true.
I know the good times. What was it about him that made you say,
Nah, she was smiling because she was wanting to fire back, but she wasn't wanting to get kicked out that courtroom because that's what that smile was. It was like, yeah, but like she wants the equal blame to be thrown on him. And sometimes that's our fault when in this younger like age of thinking. Like,
okay, I'm interested.
That something's always somebody's
He
fault.
kind of cute or whatever.
I love it.
Jay is a very nice person, and our relationship was so organic. It was just pure courting, and you don't get that anymore. He would come to the bar, how are you today? Have you had lunch? Just cute little conversation, and would be on his way. So you letting me just kind of wonder more, and I like that a lot,
So he wasn't just trying to get your name, get your number, put you to bed.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I see him hanging out with the guys at work, and I know what y'all talk about, but he never came to me with that. So then that made him stand apart from everyone else,
Okay. That's
Good.
nice.
Hey, fellas, that's how you do it. Take notes
Nicely
from
done,
him. That's
Mr.
how you do it.
Rouser.
I was raised kind of right.
He used to be.
I'm talking about kind of right.
He used to be a very good boyfriend.
Right. That it
So you
needs to
took
be
your
more of.
time, did it right.
Yes, ma'am.
When things got started in the beginning, right? You know how that is. I don't know how y'all were. Y'all still kind of close, right? Obviously. So you know what that's like, just being hip to hip all the time. Okay, well,
No, we don't know anything about
Yeah,
that.
we've only worked together for the last 28 years.
Right. But Taylor wants to hang out with other people. Let me miss you a little bit. Let me
And I
go
get
in.
that.
Let me
So
remind
just
myself
say
of why
that.
you're my boyfriend,
Say
why
that.
I'm not with him.
Just say that.
Why do
It's
I have
called
to say that
communicating.
when
Just
I come
say that.
to
Or you
you?
give me an option. Say,
Be
listen,
more
babe,
secure.
today I need you
Don't
by.
Okay, all right.
Just
all right.
say it.
We can agree
I mean,
that at one point it was good, and then at some point you started having concerns.
Yeah.
Why do you think that Miss Middleton is cheating?
Just like one particular time, like July 4th weekend. That's a big weekend for me. So,
oh no, before he gets into that, he's not lying. He's not lying. If you need time apart and you're needing time to go and do other things and miss the things that I do for you or the things that we done together, just tell me that. Tell me you want some time. Like, hey, babe, look, I want this week to myself to go do this and this, to go do that and that. Okay, and I trust you. I will trust that you will get back to me when you're ready to get back to me. We'll come back together, do this, that, and the third. But don't be out here like doing nothing greasy or just using that as a ploy to go, get in the bed with like, you know what I mean? But like at the same time, if you need space, tell me that. If I'm being too clingly, look, I'm glitching. I've been glitching for like the last, I don't even know. But if you need space and you need that time for yourself, and I'm being too clingy, tell me. Let me know. The one thing about us men, if you let us know, yeah, sometimes we ain't gonna like what you say. Sometimes we'll get defensive about it. But at the same time, we understand. We get it. You let me know, oh, okay, they said this. Okay, I need to quit doing this. I mean, it's just like those videos you see where it's like when you tell a guy, to quit doing something, or you're nonchalant, gotta tell him stop doing something. And then he stops, and then he's like all the way on the other side of the room, or he's like completely drawn back and away, and he dials it completely down. Like, we listen and we act and we do that, you know? It's not always a fight with us.
I'm usually at her house, so I left my stuff at her house, right? I
Your
called her.
DJ equipment?
Yes, my DJ equipment.
Okay.
So I called her that morning about 11 o'clock, like, hey, what you doing? She's like, I'm going to brunch with my girls. Cool, that's fine, you know, enjoy your day. What time you be back? Oh, I'll be back at about 5 o'clock. All right, that's ample time for me to do what I gotta do, right? So I get to her house about 6:15. Where's Taylor? She pull up about 6:45, right? She get out the car looking crazy. I mean, as you see, her hair is well put together. That is not how her hair was when she pulled up on me. Her shirt all the way down here and stuff, and she rushing, like trying to hurry up and get out the car. I'm like, what's going on? What are you doing? Like, they must be serving more than mimosas at that brunch. Like, what's going on?
Who says stuff like that? Like, seriously? That's how you greet me at the door?
So I walk in the house to get my stuff. She hands me the DJ set, but lets it go. So it hits the ground.
And the whole thing about this is you think the reason she came home late and disheveled and got mad and broke your equipment is because she was out with somebody else.
Yeah, because you shaking and grooving with mimosas with your other friends or whoever else that you...
Exactly.
I think he's going to the extreme.
Exactly.
I think
Is
he's going to
there
the
any
extreme
person
with
in
that one.
particular you believe she was cheating with at that time?
I kind of believe it was a coworker because it was just like, you know, you're always with this guy and then miraculously y'all decided to quit at the same time.
Oh.
How does a woman as put together as yourself just show up on 4th of July just disheveled and a mess?
The turn up is real. I don't know.
Whoa, wait. I gotta rewind that thought. They miraculously quit at the same time. Like, that, they didn't wait like a week or so, like, hey, you quit first and then I'ma quit. You know, thug it out for however long. You quit at the same time. I don't know. I kind of retract my statement that I said earlier. He might be on to something.
Like, I don't know how else to say that. I live in Atlanta. Brunch comes around, mimosas are flowing, they don't really stop. Music comes on after chicken and waffles are gone. Like, we're getting it in on a Sunday. I don't understand why you would feel like that's any different than any other time I've been to brunch. You know how I come back and I'll put it back together and make the next step. What's the issue? I cut my fun time short to come and accommodate you.
Right, but
none of that is ever a concern.
Just said
But
that.
wait,
Like, greets me with
Miss
the
Middleton,
disheveled comment. Like,
hold
what
on.
do you mean?
Miss Middleton, you said you cut your fun time short. The fun time is what I want to talk about. Who you having fun time with? Were you with another man?
Who?
Friend.
Friend.
Were you with the
He
coworker?
digging into it.
Coworker was there.
Were you
amongst
cheating
other
with the
friends.
coworker?
No. And I didn't break your DJ equipment.
Did you drop it?
It wasn't a hand-to-hand exchange. I was going to put it down on the couch near him. What happened after it touched the couch, I'm not gonna vouch for any of it.
Well, look, let me explain it this way. We have 3 sons, and sons are
Regardless.
hard on the house. And I can
Ooh-wee.
tell you the number of times we've come home and something's broken, and we ask, how did this get broken? Nobody ever dropped anything. Nobody ever broke anything. It's always, it fell, it dropped, it got broke. So what you're saying is you didn't break it, but it got broke.
Your Honor, that it was broken prior to me handing him his equipment.
All right, Mr. Rouser, is this the only concern you have about the coworker?
No, it's just I told you I was on break one time. I went downstairs and she in the car with the coworker, and I'm like, you know, the seat all laid back, y'all chilling and stuff like that.
We're on break.
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's. So you go on break.
Yeah, where we all park our cars at, and
All right.
I, you know, happened to look to my right, and her and him in the car, you know, they got the seat all laid back, and he just, you know, I guess engaging in conversation or whatever. So I'm like, this is the same coworker you telling me not to worry about. But you in the
stop
car
worrying
with this
about
man.
him.
We have a whole entire break room. That's all I'm at. That's all.
Jay, what we doing in the car on
Miss
break
Middleton?
to work? So what are you talking?
Miss Middleton?
Yeah, but that's the thing. What we do on break in the car.
Exactly.
It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
Nothing
Right.
incriminating,
Exactly.
is it?
Miss Middleton.
Is it?
Miss Middleton, why are you sliding downstairs to the garage or the parking lot?
It's work. You're never really on break if you're still at work. You stepped outside.
In the car.
Outside
What?
into a car.
Yeah, maybe I'm taking a phone call. Maybe
In
I
the
want to
car.
feel this breeze come
In
through
the
the car real quick. I don't
the car.
understand why.
Ain't no breeze.
A phone call in the car when he just said y'all had a whole break room? Really? Is that what you want to go with? And anyways, if you're in a relationship with somebody and y'all are in the same line of work, don't you think you want to give him that peace of mind to not be in that car with that coworker? It's cool that you want to hang out with them. Okay, yeah, cool. But to get in a car and you're doing that on break, wow, I'm ready to go take my break. And you didn't jump out of the car and be like, oh, yeah, well, you know, my boyfriend's here on his break, so I'm going to go hang with him now. You know, appreciate that. Like, really? Really?
Breeze in no parking garage. Where is the breeze?
Miss Middleton.
Like, where is the breeze?
And in the park, he just said, what?
Mr. Rouser, is there any
in the parking garage too? Where's the breeze? Like, you taking your break in the parking garage. Where is the breeze gonna come from? Come on now.
other man
That's
that you're
terrible.
concerned about?
It's like this Rico Suave looking type dude that work at this bar, right?
Rico Suave.
Yeah, got this little, you know,
How
his
old
shirt
is
all,
he?
you know, tight and stuff. You know, I'm small, so he had work at this bar that we went to. I've never been to this bar before. Never been. So we sitting at the bar, you know. As soon as we sit down, he hand her a drink. He like, oh, I already know how you like it, right? So I'm looking at her like. But then
Oh,
they have
wow.
a casual conversation,
But
and
then at
then
the same
about
time, I'm not reading
7 to
too
8
deep
minutes
into
go
that
by. He's like, oh
for real.
yeah, I know you like your drinks every 7 minutes. So I'm like,
Oh, okay, never
come
mind.
on, man, like that, you know. So now I'm asking questions like, you been here before without me? She's like, oh yeah, I come with the coworkers. Ain't never told me about it, you know. At least give me a heads up to let me know what's going on so I don't look stupid.
Okay, so Mr.
You
Rouser, I
make
gotta ask the question. She's a bartender. You're a bartender, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so she's bound to know other bartenders.
That's
Is there
true.
something wrong with her communicating with another bartender and knowing it?
I'm just saying, she go out and somebody just hand her a drink like, oh, I know how you like it every 7 minutes. How you gonna feel about that?
Why does everything have to be an issue? Why does everything have to take you down to this
So did you-
insecure moment? Why? He sat there and let him, you know, the bartender and I talk for minutes and then just, you know, recluse. He just went away from the conversation and then gonna call me, you know, a cheater because of it.
I
You
was
just sitting there
irritated.
talking to him. I'm sitting there, I'm not getting no attention. But you sat back and you sipped your Jack and just pouted the whole time. I'm not gonna entertain that.
Has he ever talked to this bartender
got a point.
outside of your presence?
Speaking of that night, I mean, we went back to her house and stuff. So I'm laying in her lap. So I look to the right, her phone right there is a bunch of hard, you know, hard eyes on the name, and then it's an eggplant emoji, right? We all know it has been hashtag eggplant before, you know, so you know, she picked the phone right here. Like, mind you, I'm laying in her,
I can't
trying to be
see, Your
peaceful,
Honor.
trying to lay in her lap, the phone here. Who texts like this, yo?
I don't know how to change
Who-
the setting on my font and it's little.
You don't even know how I knew
What?
it was the guy, because when she went to the bathroom, I swiped up and I called the number.
Was it Rico
about
Suave?
'cause you
or
got
the
called.
It
coworker?
was Rico Suave.
Okay.
Feel me? Yeah. And I ain't
What?
say nothing. He just like, hello, you know, hello. Like, what is
Why is he sending you a...
an eggplant emoji?
Okay,
Yes.
because so we on this
No.
vegan destination, right? So we're meal prepping together, and it was just a joke. It was a joke.
So out of all
No.
the vegetables
It's like
in the
they
vegetable community,
Thank you.
Right.
They all agree.
all the best
Right.
vegan eggplant,
he sends you an eggplant emoji.
bro. Out of all of them.
Right.
Mr. Rouser,
Yeah,
tell
'cause
me
you know that's
what
wrong.
you're afraid of.
It's just like I'm afraid I'm not enough for her. You know what I mean? It's not a big secret, but it's kind of is a thing. Like, I am transgender. Okay, I was born a
Oh.
woman. All right,
Oh.
so it's a lot of things that I
That took
can't
a
give
twist.
to you that a biological or cisgender man can't give you. You know, I'm working on myself. So certain things is like I have to be like cautious of, because if somebody else is, I feel like somebody else is doing that for you, what I can't provide for
makes
you, and
sense,
I'd rather
though.
you say that to me so I
mean, the
know
way he look.
what I need to work on. You know what I mean?
So you're afraid that because you were born a woman, you don't have all the male parts that she needs.
It's not even about the male parts, because I'm doing what I'm doing. You feel me? But it's just like,
Okay.
you know, emotionally sometimes can be maybe a little bit too emotional, or I'm too clingy. And I understand that. But say that. Don't just beat down my throat like, oh, what are you doing? Like, I don't like that. I don't. All you gotta do is talk to me, baby.
Why be redundant?
Right.
Actions speak louder than words, and that's why we are now.
Ms.
Okay,
Middleton,
you're right.
when did you find out that your boyfriend was born a woman?
4 or 5 months into our friendship, and he was very open with me. And I've been very sensitive to that, just wanting to make sure that your needs are being met as well, because I know that's difficult. In doing so, it's causing me to be accused of being a cheater, and that's not fair. I give you way more understanding than what I'm getting. Way more understanding.
I'm just marveling at this
I'm not gonna lie,
because
because
you all clearly love each other.
right, they do.
And you have some
I ain't gonna
fears
lie. I
about
think she cheating.
that which makes you different. And you're
think she's
saying,
cheating.
I love you, and this is not it, and I'm not doing anything wrong.
I have not cheated on him. I've been very loyal, very faithful to him. Your feelings are always hurt. My feelings are hurt too. I'm tired of being accused of doing something I'm not doing.
And that is why
Yeah,
this
I feel
court
you on-
ordered
now, I
Ms.
definitely
Middleton
feel
to
you on
take a
that.
polygraph test to get to the truth. And we have those results.
Put me under polygraph test.
Ron, please escort Mr. Shell into the
I
courtroom,
definitely
please.
feel on that one. But I don't know. Like, both sides have a strong argument. So
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
How are
that's my
you?
dude.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm
Your
great.
Honor.
So,
Doing
you conducted a
great today,
polygraph
Your
test
Honor.
of Miss Middleton, is that correct?
Yes,
I did, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ms. Middleton was asked, since the start of your relationship, have you had physical sexual contact with anyone other than Mr. Rouser?
She's swaying
What was
'cause
her
she's mad,
response?
so she's
She
telling the
said
truth.
no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being.
Telling the truth. Told you.
The lie detector
Look at her body
determined she
language.
was being deceptive.
Ooh, I called it. I even said. Why do I
Yeah.
always go back
See,
on
I
what
know
I think? Why do I always go back on what I think? I literally said, just for some strange reason, I felt like she cheated on him. I just know she did. It's just a lot of the stuff that she was doing wasn't adding up, and a lot of the points and counter arguments she was trying to make wasn't adding up as well. And I just knew that she cheated on him. Oh my gosh. But then I was sitting there thinking, like, look at the body language. Like, she's like, told you, like, I ain't do it. But clearly not.
Yeah. See, I know I'm not tripping, man. I know I'm not tripping.
See?
I know I'm not.
Miss
But
Middleton.
we good.
Hold
though.
on, wait. Miss Middleton, what happened?
So like when we first started hanging out, still getting to know my friend here. I had friends that didn't end immediately. Once we became committed, that was that. But honestly, lately, since I've been getting all this pressure from him, I don't want to be around. And I've acquired other friends recently.
When you say friends, do you mean lovers?
It's a loose term, but yes.
Mr. Rouser, what is the status
Wow.
of your relationship with Miss Middleton?
That's dead, baby. That's dead.
I don't feel that way.
And it's
I feel like
like,
I've been pushed. I feel like I've been pushed to the edge of
What?
this relationship. And
Oh, no,
clearly I
you're
care.
toxic.
I care.
You're-
You just
nope.
stated to the court.
Hey, let it be known, men, especially young men, women that are like that, stay away. I don't care how gorgeous they are, how beautiful they may be, how wonderful times may be. But for her to go there and say, well, I felt like I was pushed. I was pushed into my situation. No, you weren't. Nobody held a gun to your head and say, you better cheat right now. Nobody came to you and was like, just kept pushing you and saying that you were going to do it. So you was just like, you know what, I'm going to do it. No, that means that you weren't willing to make some type of sacrifice to kill those insecurities in your partner's mind, or you weren't willing to hold up the bargain of what you all agreed on or what you guys agreed on, and you weren't willing to hold up that end of the bargain when it came to you, when it came to being accountable for yourself and your actions. You were not willing and ready to be held accountable. While he was willing to be held accountable, he was willing to take the lashings, to take you getting mad and upset and continue to take you back and this, that, and the third. Like, that stuff just drives me crazy, because it's like everybody says one thing, but then they do the complete opposite. And it's like, read the book. Read it. Pay attention. Really read it to understand it first. And then you can make your inferences. Then you can make all those changes or make your connections or however you want to make them. But read the book first.
That you found some other friends and that there's been some kind of physical activity with that person. That sounds
Yeah.
like we're done.
Yeah,
Mr. Rouser,
definitely
I've
done.
got a son exactly your age. He's called me brokenhearted.
What about my broken heart?
What you mean?
I don't understand how this
baby,
is just
stop.
being
It's not about you right now. It's not about you right now.
Because it never is.
But
Which
Miss-
is why once you add all these accusations on top of a lack of attention and other issues, then you get to this point.
This is not about us beating you up because of this.
Right.
This is about us hopefully giving you tools to be successful, whether it's this relationship or a different one. We all mess up. We all make mistakes.
And Mr. Rouser, we're going to give you some advice too. Because when you're in a relationship, you can't be so suspicious where the person feels trapped. So that's something you
true.
need to work on.
We have counseling available for both of you.
That is
I
true.
think-
You can't make that person feel cornered and trapped, and you can't almost manipulate and play mind games with. But her right here, she's nah. No, nothing that somebody can do can force you into doing something else with your actions. You have complete control of your emotions and your actions and your reactions. Just like how he was saying, well, how come you didn't just say that? Why didn't you just say these things? He literally was telling you how you can give him that reassurance so that way he would let you go do those other things that you wanted to do. But you didn't want to have to do that because you didn't want to be held accountable for having to do that because he was probably doing all the things that you were telling him to do. Like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. But look, that was another video right there, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Look, I've also wanted to say, if you haven't already seen it, and if I don't put it up on the screen right now, we have reached a pretty high viewership, y'all. And when I say that, I mean 3 of our videos have hit 1K. Clap it up for yourselves. You guys have been going above and beyond with these videos. We have 3 videos now that have 1,000 views. There's some of the other ones are well on their way, and I understand that a lot of people like this courtroom content and everything as far as that. But I do beg that you go give some of those other videos a try. Some of those things with Zach Justice and all of them. I know it's a little quirky, it's kind of weird. Probably doesn't really pertain to the things that you like, but I mean, I'm telling you, there's a lot of funny things hidden inside that. You know, don't judge that book by its cover. Go ahead and give some of those videos a like, because I did just post one recently where if you think all guys think the same, then you might want to go check that video out, because we don't all think the same. I promise you that. But look, as always, I hope y'all continue to stay blessed. I hope you guys continue to move closer towards your goals and everything. Look, don't forget to make sure that you comment, like, share this video as well. You know, go ahead and get this thing out there, because we're really starting to build that community. And also be on the watch out for all my gaming that I'm getting ready to start doing too as well. But look, it's your boy CBZ reminding you to be easy, and I'll catch y'all later, man. Look, Shorty, she's the definition of toxic. I don't care. I don't care what anybody say. Like, I understand where she's coming from and everything, but that was a toxic statement that she said at the end. Why is it just him? Why his heart the only one? Like, what? Girl.
Take heat. Fuck these niggas up.
Yeah, I'm with whatever you with. See, I'm from the town and we run the city. We be as real as it get. These niggas be clowns over these hoes. That shit don't be making no sense. I just put some cues on my wrist. So I'm fair while I be paired with your bitch. Hey, we have emotion. Hey, we have emotion for real. Hey, we have emotion. Hey, we have emotion for real. Hey, we have emotion. Hey, we have emotion for real. Hey, we have emotion. Hey, we have emotion. Hey, we have emotion.
We the big dogs in the city. Slide on your way with a 50. BBS is in the chain. Do the Michael Jackson on these. We the niggas with the band for real.